is everything. Breathe that in. Tune into every cell of your body. How's your body feel? Get in touch with it on a deeper level. Take a couple minutes to stop scrolling, if you desire. I'm not the boss of you. Just tune into how your body's feeling. And I want to share a couple downloads that I've been sharing with people in the current monthly group around manifestation. Yeah, we've all heard it before, right? Hey, Susan, great to see you. Your name came up earlier. I was going through the past groups, and I saw your name about a half hour ago. Hey, Serenity, John. So, I'm going to wait for a minute here. Just breathe in, if you desire, and just tune into how your body's feeling. We don't do that enough during the day. I do it every morning, and everybody that goes through the groups creates their day and does gratitude before they even get out of bed, before the 50 to 80,000 thoughts start running. Let me mute down my new music track here. So, frequency is everything. We've all heard that. Hey, Mary, great to see you. So, we've all heard this, but to tune into it on a little deeper level, something that came into my field of awareness just recently is around money. And I've never been great at well, in the past, I was never great at manifesting money. I was raised without a father. My father died when I was very young. It was part of the soul plan, all good, but there was a lot of lack and fear around money. And then the jobs that I did work really hard for, where I made some decent money, I had to sacrifice my body and my soul so much that after a couple injuries, I finally ended up just creating a recording studio and living in it for like 17 years. And that's how I built up all my gear, all my guitars, all my amps. Everything was fabulous, and recorded people from all over the world. Still didn't make a lot of money, but making a lot of money isn't really the most important thing. But what I do want to share is something that's very valuable in this download that I intend that you find useful. And it goes against what we've been taught, because we've been taught that money is scarce, money is difficult to manifest in most cases, it's hard to hold on to, things cost too much. And so what I want to share with you right now is around the frequency of appreciation. I talk a lot about frequency, I talk a lot about energy, because it's attracting everything that we attract into our three-dimensional or 4 or 5-dimensional or whatever dimension you want to, navigate in. It all comes down to our frequency. And that begins with our thoughts, our words, and our emotions. I hear people speak all the time, and I used to do it all the time. I gave energy to what I didn't want. I was a judgeaholic. Many of you have heard me say that. I wrote a whole chapter around judgment in my book, Waking Up in the Dream, because judgment is the biggest addiction on the planet. And so tuning in to how we feel in each moment is so key. And it's a huge part of what we do in the monthly group, because most people get up, they start their day, and the same 50 to 80,000 thoughts start running over and over and over. And some people take a little bit of time to meditate, which is great, time well spent. Some people create their day first thing in the morning before getting out of bed, which I talk about. So powerful, because your mind's clear. As soon as you wake up out of what we call the sleeping dream, go into gratitude, fill your body with love. Every one of those cells that's been unconditionally loving you since you came out of the womb and even before. How many people think about this? But you begin to make this a commitment every single morning, and then create your day before you get out of bed. Today's going to be an incredible day. I'm attracting so many synchronicities with my frequency and my vibration of gratitude. And it doesn't mean that, you're supposed to be walking around all happy all day long and faking it. But once you start to realize that being in gratitude is the magnetic attractor, because every judgment we have is stealing from our own bank of happiness. Every judgment is giving more energy, and it's actually attracting more of everything that we're judging. It took me a long time to figure that out. Yeah, I was a judgeaholic. So now I catch my triggers. And that's what we focus on. One of the main things we focus on for 30 days, 4 weeks straight. People start tracking their judgments and their triggers every day. And I give them a PDF sheet and they fill it out. It takes 5 minutes before they go to bed at night. And I'm telling you, this changes everything. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, even 7 decades of automatic programming. I see it happen with everybody. And so I went through this myself. So what am I doing on this call? I'm mirroring myself. I'm speaking to Jeff. I'm reminding him not to fall back into any of the old programs. And if anybody else picks up on it and benefits from it, great. So back to money, okay? Appreciation. I can say up until even last month, every time a bill came in, my rent, a bill, whatever it was, I would be like, oh, this is taking out of my, money that I have. And what is that doing? What that's doing is saying, there's not enough, Jeff, and I'm trying to hold on to this and get it built up so I can take this work out to the world and do week-long and, weekend workshops at power places, the pyramids, Mount Shasta, Costa Rica, all these places I've been invited to go. And so that's in the works for 2020. So here's the key. The invitation is to shift. We're creating all of this. When you go into a restaurant to order a meal, you've created all of that already in your vibrating hologram. You created the menu. You created the place to walk into. You created the people that are serving you. Keyword, serving. How wonderful is that? Everything is here to support you and love on you. Everything. And if there's a trigger or something you don't like, then you stop, you take a breath, and you go, I don't really like this, but if I feed the story of I don't like it, I'll attract more of that. So if I ask this most empowering question, what is this trying to teach me? It's got my attention. I just got triggered. I just went into judgment. Every one of our judgments is about us. If you can get this, and I'm not saying anybody out there doesn't already get this, I'm doing a general, download for many people. And I see that, we're taught to judge. We're judgeaholics. Because here's how the judgment is set up, and here's how the ego automatically feeds on it over and over and over. You see people everywhere, they're justified. Republican, Democrat, everything in the system, not everything, but a lot, is set up to keep people separated. When you see this and you step into a flow, I'm not Republican, I'm not Democrat, I'm love. I'm love and truth. Boom, that's it, end of story. And anything less than love in my hologram is unacceptable. That means my relationships and everything else. That means comments on Facebook. It doesn't mean I won't entertain somebody else's perspective, because that's how we learn. And if somebody else has a perspective and you get triggered or your ego feels threatened, then that's a perfect key to look at and go, oh, I just felt that in my body. I'm feeling like I want to respond to that person and tell them how they're wrong. Then you must not really believe in what your belief system is, because you got triggered. So these are all things to track. Frequency, 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 all day long, and gently, just gently. So back to money. Appreciation. When you see the bill, or when you get a credit card bill at the end of the month, isn't it interesting that the money that is accrued in your account through interest or whatever is called appreciation? Some of the things that we're taught are truth, but spelling can be very deceptive. So it's very important to watch our words and watch the frequency of words, because we are creating our reality with every thought, every word that we speak, and then the emotion that we put behind that. So, appreciation for money. Notice how you feel and commit to being grateful every time you are paying for something. Every time you are giving your energy of the money that you attracted into your hologram. Have appreciation. And notice if you go into, oh, this sucks, that burger was way too high, this cup of coffee costs too much. You're deciding to pay for this stuff. It's your choice. Nobody's forcing you to do it. You know, I don't pay for $5 coffee. Just because, number one, I don't do caffeine because I'm already ampy enough. But, you know, I drink water every morning with apple cider vinegar and lemon, and I go to the market and I get fresh limes, and I love walking around the market and seeing all of the love that's constantly, unconditional love, coming out of Mother Earth. Look at the food that's around us. Look at everything that's supporting us. You have a phone right now. You're connected to the world. You're breathing air. You've got your health, hopefully. And anybody that might need a little bit of energy, I'm sending it to you right now. Breathe in, you know, and really tune in. So appreciation for money. Look at all the ways that we may get our vibration lowered when we pay for something or when we get a bill. Go through if you get a monthly bill, go down the list and go, oh my God, I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful for that. I'm so thankful that there was an energy exchange system and that I was able to attract that into my dream. And, you know, go down the list of your, you know, bill for your food. Oh, broccoli, asparagus, vegetarian pasta, whatever you eat, you know, and give thanks for every single one of them that you pulled that in to your vibrating hologram. And so here's the invitation: appreciation and gratitude. You know, that sounds like common sense. Be grateful. If I do a post that says be grateful, people are going to go, yeah, click, scroll. Because it's like, yeah, that's common sense. But are you really holding that in your frequency throughout the day? Do you have tools to remind you? Everybody that I journey with, I have them put 15 alarms on their phone to go off every hour. Alarms are free. You could just have it on vibrate. So if you're at work or around other people, and you might not catch every one, but they don't have to interrupt you or the other people. But it's just like having somebody tap you on the shoulder and go, hey, psst, where's your frequency right now? What have you been focusing on for the last hour? Create your day right now. No matter what just happened during your day, whether you're having a great day or you're claiming that you're having a bad day. People say, I'm having a bad day. Usually what they mean is, I had one bad thought and one bad trigger, and now I'm allowing the story and momentum of my ego to carry that through my whole day. And some of the people that I work with, they've been carrying that story for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years because of one trigger. So use the alarms, put them on your phone. Do it right after you get off this call, or do it right now. I invite you. I don't want to challenge you. It's not up to me to interfere with your dream. But what would it hurt to put 15 alarms on, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., AB plus, and let them go off during the day on vibrate. And if you catch one of them a day, that'll be 7 more times a week that you go, where's my frequency right now? Okay, I can create the next moments in my day by just taking 10 seconds right now, breathing in and going, man, I am attracting with my vibration, and smile, because that raises the vibration of every cell in your body, and go, I am pulling in to my vibrational field. Abraham calls it the vortex, whatever you want to call it, the holographic vibrational field, magic and miracles. And they're not even really magic and miracles. They're just you using your power of intention to affect the holographic field called life. It's so powerful. However, if we don't repeatedly do it and we don't check our frequency throughout the day and monitor our thoughts, you get to the point where after you practice this for a while, you can feel a low vibrational thought and you just go, uh-oh, what was that? I just had a judgment or a low vibrational thought. I just had a judgment about somebody I don't like or something I saw on the internet. You just go, really? Am I going to allow that to pull me down? No. What is this trying to teach me? Okay, clean it, heal it, ho'oponopono, send love, whatever you got to do, and move on back to love. Boom, boom, boom. Start clearing this stuff, slicing and dicing like a frickin' Ginsu master of frequencies. There you have it. I intend that you found it useful. I certainly did, to myself. And, this is what we do. What a blessing to have this technology. I'm on the other side of the world. It's almost Saturday here. I'm in the future. Thank you, whoever's sending the love. I can't tell. It's hard to monitor two different screens, but I'm just super grateful. So we have another course coming up in about a week, another 30-day journey where we get into a private group. We get on 2-hour calls every week. There's PowerPoint trainings, and there's tools to track your frequency all day long. And I don't know of any more powerful stuff to align with a small group of people and just create with intent and support each other and get on these calls and watch how we mirror people through their trauma, through their childhood conditioning, through their belief system, through any wounds, deep trauma. We may be in tears together, but it's healing, it's freeing. And once you begin to see how the programs are working, because the ego feeds off of low vibrational programs. It wants to be in control. So it wants you to judge. It wants you to lash out. It wants you to be in lack. And if you can't see the programs, you can't change them. And that's what the book and this course does. And that's what I intend to do on all these calls, is create some little aha moments. So I don't know if there's 20 people on here. It says there is. If there are, I'm honored. And for anybody that comes back and watches the replay, I'm bringing the best stuff that I learned from my teacher, Don Miguel Ruiz, and then that I studied on for 17 more years before I ever wrote the book. I never planned on writing a book. I'm into playing guitar and music and being in nature, but it just started downloading, and now it's turned into a whole magical thing of just Jeff reminding Jeff of these tools about frequency and catching triggers and judgments. And hello from Illinois. I love you so much. Thank you. How wonderful. So may you find this useful. If you have any questions or you're interested in coming into the group journey, I guarantee it'll be the most powerful thing, one of them you've ever done. And you will never see things the same way, how you create, how things show up. It completely changes your perspective. And this should be taught in first grade. And I'm working on getting the book into schools now so kids can learn how to process their emotions. Can you imagine if we had woken up when we were in first grade? And that's what the kids that are coming in get to do now. It's so wonderful. So there is no such thing as time. So it's not like we're screwed that, we may be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 decades. I don't use the word old anymore. That's a program. Never use that anymore. Do not tell anybody how old you are. Your cells are listening to every word, every thought, and every emotion. Just say, I'm timeless. I'm timeless and I'm infinite. People are real interested to know how old you are. It's such a program. And why would that be? Because their mind's going, oh, am I younger? Okay, I feel better. Oh, shit, I'm older than them. I feel old. What a program. Let's start busting this stuff with love. Have fun. Be like a little child. Get back to being curious like a little child. You can create anything. You are so much more powerful than you are probably believing yourself to be. There's a lot of people out there that say, yeah, I'm a light worker, I'm infinite, all this. I do too. I'm not always vibrating at the level of, I am an infinite, unlimited creative being. But that's why I do it every morning, and then I have alarms, and I check in, and I reset my vibration all day long. And I'm more happy than I've ever been in my life. And yeah, stuff still comes up. I still cuss. I still get pissed. I don't do it around people. I do it when I'm working on my computer, and I got 40 tabs open, and I'm multitasking with 4 different programs, editing video and audio, and yeah. And that's when I know it's time to take a break, Jeff. And then I laugh and I go, good one, ego. And then I raise my frequency up again. And I rinse and repeat. I rinse and repeat. I check my frequency all day long. And guess what? Magic and miracles show up in my life. Amazing people from all over the world reach out. They come do this stuff. They align. We work on projects together. We pray for each other. We cry together. We uplift each other. We create music together. We travel together. We change the vibration of the planet and beyond together with our intention. It's wonderful. So align with people that are like-minded. And I'm going to have a new group coming up soon. And it's going to be all focused on this. We're not going to be posting memes. We can do that on my page and your page and in all these other groups. This is going to be a group focused on the tools that I bring forth every month from the book and the course and the PowerPoint trainings, and for people that really want to go deep. And there'll be a weekly call that people can jump on for free to see what we do in the groups. And I will be mirroring people and taking them through the process. So I'm going to be creating that soon. I haven't finalized the name yet. And it's going to be a tribe. It's not going to be a group. There's going to be a collective energy that we're going to create where we're going to kick some serious vibrational, high vibrational ass, if I can say that, you know. So thanks to everybody that tunes in and everybody that shares this, because this is really powerful stuff. So again, focus on appreciation for money. Notice every time you feel like, oh, I have to spend money. No, it's a freaking gift. You created all this in your dream. And the more that you're in appreciation and gratitude, guess what? The money's going to be flowing. Keep the pipeline open. Be in your heart and be in amazement for how this whole dream works. Money is a program, and we've been taught that it's so in lack. But there's going to be so many incredible things being exposed and revealed in 2020. Oh, man. It's a great, magnificent year, and we're all here to experience this. So much love to everybody. I'm going to wrap. It's 11:33. I love it. I don't plan that stuff. This is what happens when you raise your vibration. You're in your heart, and you're just grateful. So I'm going to give you a little bit of this on our way out. I'll put on my tune here called High Vibe. It's something I'm working on right now. It's in the key of my bowl, too. Thank you, everybody. So much love. If you're still on, close your eyes, take a breath. You realize there's trillions of cells doing nothing but unconditionally loving you right now? If that doesn't blow your mind and make you smile, I don't have anything better than that. Everything is here to love you. Mother Earth is unconditionally loving you in every moment, providing mountains of food, unlimited air, water. Oh, man. What a great dream. Honored. Questions or interested in the next group, send me a private message. I love y'all.